the water system. The water system, just as we talked about the fire system, and we talked about its life and energy, Energy is an indication of life. Now we shall talk about the sustenance, or the water system in the body. The soul is the generator, as we talked about. Now the generator has generated power, and the power has been given to different parts of the body. That is a system that sustains us. And the whole sustenance comes from the fluid system of the body. Because our body is basically 80% water. All animal bodies or plant bodies or anything is largely 80% water, 70 to 80% water. And so the fluid system is very crucial for our sustenance. All of you understand this, especially in America, it's very easy to explain it. Maintenance. You understand the word maintenance, right? It's so easy. In India, it's so difficult. Nobody understands maintenance of that. Right? But you know that anything that you have, you've got to paint the house every few years, you've got to clean up this thing, you've got to, everything has to be kept clean and tidy. Clean, right? Dirt has to be removed. Right? Saturn is being removed. And it's being cleaned to sort of maintain it. That maintaining is called curing. You cure it. You cure the body. The curing comes from the sign Cancer. That is the home of the moon. That is the heart mechanism. The heart is pumping, right? We have a pump system. You understand a pump, is it? A pump pumps the water throughout the body. The pump that is pumping the water is in the sign Cancer. And that keeps pumping the water constantly. And by pumping, it is actually curing the body by pumping that water. Water keeps moving constantly, and because of the movement of the water, you are alive. You are curing different parts of the body. If the water stagnates in any one place, that part shall die. Keep that in mind. Do not allow water to stagnate in any part of your body, because the moon gets debilitated in Scorpio, which is water stagnation. And if in your body water gets stagnated, the moon gets debilitated and disease shall come. That is why 8th house is the house of chronic disease. Do you know why 8th house is the house of chronic disease now? Because it symbolically indicates the place where, or Scorpio, it's like Scorpio, where the water is stagnating. And it is not moving. The pump has to work very hard to make water flow over there. The blood. So the moon represents the blood. The water in your body is blood. Right? And that blood, that is why the moon represents the blood. So the heart from Cancer is pumping the water. We have, other than water, we have another system, another fluid system in the body. Anybody knows what it is? Lymph. Is the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is controlled from Taurus, from the throat region. And from Taurus, which is the exaltation of the moon, the entire lymphatic system is controlled. So the first sign of the lymphatic system not working is throat problem. Some people are just coughing, they have irritation in the throat. They don't know what it is. The Shastras teach us something which medical science does not know till now. It will know maybe in the future. Every day, exactly at sunrise, it is a medical thing that happens in the human body. And any living creature's body. A very, very tiny droplet of nectar is dropped from this throat, from the tongue, bottom of the tongue into the throat. Depending upon the wetness of our tongue generates that tiny, tiny droplet of nectar. It drops it into our throat. That is the exaltation of the moon in Taurus. So the nectar of immortality, which keeps us alive, keeps all the hormones alive, keeps all the white blood cells moving, keeps the entire lymphatic system moving, comes from Taurus.
What's the connection with sunrise?
The thing with sunrise is, that is the body's connection with sunrise. Because that is the energy system. When the sun rises, wherever you are, so you see, what is really jet lag? When people say, I got jet lag, what is really jet lag? Your energy system has not yet adjusted to the sunrise of the new place. You have moved very fast from place 1 to place 2. So the droplet gets delayed, which should roughly come every 24 hours. It is not coming 24 hours, it can go forward. It tends to get delayed. So you are without nectar for 6 hours, and that is jet lag in the system.
I think scientists have proved that if you sit in the sun, you get like a jet lag.
Lakshmi has a beautiful point. The latest scientific proof is that when people sit in the sun, they get over jet lag very fast. So what is happening when we sit in the sun? We are adjusting to the new heating system. Yeah.
So if we are awake and doing mantra or meditation at sunrise, is there a different process that happens in the body than if we're asleep at sunrise? Or is it exactly the same when that nectar is released?
It makes a lot of difference. That is exactly what I'm trying to say. When that nectar is released in your body, think of a situation. Your tongue is dry in the morning, right? Because you have not taken water. For more than 8 hours, 10 hours, you have not drunk water, your tongue is dry. So when the drop falls, how much of it really goes down? On a dry surface, very little will go. On a wet surface, large amount will go down. So if you have woken up at 4 o'clock and done your meditation, washed your mouth, which is very important, drunk water and made the system wet, and are awake and in a vertical position at the sunrise, the drop that will go in is the highest. That is why you are advised to wake up before sunrise. That is the reason why you should wake up before sunrise. Wash your mouth, make it wet, take some water, do your meditation, be in a very calm mind. The calmness of the mind shall decide how much of nectar is being generated. If you are extremely agitated, the nectar generation is low. Agitation, not only that, all the hormones in your body go out of balance when you are agitated. The hormones are perfectly balanced when your agitation is low. So by waking up in the morning and following this meticulous system, you can catch a maximum amount of nectar. And that gives you long life. That causes the whole fluid system in your body to work. And that is your natural cure without medicine. This is the real medicine. You can order your body to have natural medicine, preventive, before anything else happens. Okay? So do you understand the moon's own sign? The own sign of the moon is Cancer, but its office and his exaltation are all here in Taurus. Because it is a nectar which is very important. And this nectar has been beautifully explained in the Shiva Purana. where Shiva is seen in deepest of meditation holding bowls like this. He has 8 hands. Bowls of water. Bowls of water. 2 bottom have 2 bowls, then again 2 over here, 2 more, then 2 more hands are like this, and the last 2 are pouring 2 waters over here. You see that? So when he pours that water on his head, the mantra that the sages are saying is Om Jum Sa. Say that mantra. Om Jum Sa. So the sound by which that water falls on the head of Shiva is Jum. He raises it with Om, drops it on his head with Jum, and Sa stops the drop. And the next 2 arms come up with Om and drop with Jum, stop with Sa. So with Om they are lifting water, with Jum they are pouring the water, and with Sa they are removing the water. So what is the sound in which they are pouring the water? Jum. And then Rishi Atri, the great Rishi Atri, you know, his name is Atri. He is supposed to be the father of the moon. So Rishi was Atri, the father of the moon. See, we are talking about moon. I'm only talking about the moon. Rishi Atri is the father of the moon. What does he do? By his deep meditation of Shiva at that time, he places the moon on the head of Shiva. And as the moon went to the head of Shiva, at that time the water which was falling on Shiva's head touched the moon and became nectar. And that nectar goes down into the whole body. So the way you can increase the quantity of nectar that is dropped into your neck every morning is by meditating or by reciting Om Jum Sa. Jum is Jiva. That's what you have joined. The path of life, the path of curing. Jiva, Jum. When you say Jum, you increase the amount of nectar that is formed at the base of your tongue. And that will start falling more. If you have more nectar, more will fall. So you will cure yourself more. Your hormonal system will start working properly. Your brains will work. Everything will work properly. It's a chemical body inside. Keep that in mind. That is called Mrityunjaya. To come back from life after death. Rejuvenate. So now you understand this? Mrityunjaya, Shiva and the moon. And Rishi Atri, you understand, is associated with the sign Taurus. He is the Rishi of the sign Taurus, which is the exaltation of the moon. If you only think of him, they say the moon will get exalted. Just to think of Rishi Atri, your moon will get exalted. He is the teacher of Ayurveda. Anybody who wants to learn healing, anybody who does healing, anybody who does any kind of healing has to just remember Rishi Atri. Now, what is the mantra by which I can remember Rishi Atri? Yes. What is the mantra? Can anybody tell me what is the mantra? Om. Om, yes, okay. Then? Om has to be that. That is true. A Rishi will not come without Om. Yeah. Atriya Namah?
Rathanga Chakrapane.
Rathanga Chakrapane? Rathanga Chakra is what? That is for Meenarashi. Go on, Rishi Atri. Rathanga Chakra, that is for Meenarashi. Good one, that was close. Tell me please. What is it by which I can...
Somnath.
Somnath mantra is very good for the water system. But we will do Somnath when we go to the next slide of Venus. We will go to Venus and we'll talk of Somnath also. Somnath is very important for the moon. Somnath is definitely true. One of the best ways by which you can exalt the moon over there is by Somnath. Om Namah Shivaya, Somanathaya, Vam Sa. Vam is the water syllable. Vam is the water syllable. I think we did this in class, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Om Namah Shivaya, Somanathaya, Somanath, Soma, Nath, Aya. Then Vam, again Vam, then Sa.
Is that Somanathaya? Is that one word?
Yeah, Somanathaya is one word. Somanathaya. Okay?
Why bomb 2 times?
2 times for the water.
Oh.
So there is another mantra for vedic-astrology?
Yeah, this is Somnath mantra. This is for the full water system.
And it says,
This is the exaltation of the moon. This causes the moon to get exalted. You will feel the exaltation of moon in your life. You will start curing yourself. You will start healing yourself. You will not know how you got healed. Anybody can heal anybody with this mantra. Put a picture of that person, put a picture of Shiva and start doing this mantra, you will heal that person. It's a very powerful mantra.
This is like a Jyotirlinga mantra, right?
This is Jyotirlinga, Somnath Jyotirlinga, and that Jyotirlinga is for the sign Taurus.
But don't you have to do Namo in front of Namo or Nama in front of Somanathaya?
No.
You don't have
Oh, we can do that, but that is when we are talking about the sun.
Sun, I see.
Here we only want the water system. Vam, Vam, Sa. So, Om Namah Shivaya, Somanathaya, Vam, Vam, Sa. Here is the water. This is for Jala. Om Namah Shivaya, Somanathaya, Vam, Vam, Sa. Om Namah Shivaya, Namo Somanathaya is for the Jyoti. For the light. Here we are talking about the water system. Yeah.
Rathatriya mantra. Rathatriya.
Yeah. But I want the Attri.
What time of the day is the best time to chant this mantra?
For this mantra, this is the mantra which is best done early in the morning. Before sunrise.
Before
Before sunrise.
All mantras.
This mantra is best done before sunrise so that you get the nectar.
so there are mantras for the different mantras.
Getting it.
You and Om
Om Jumsa. Yeah. Om Jumsa.
You don't use Om Jum Sa with this.
No.
They're 2 separate mantras.
Yeah. This is for improving your water system. Your whole fluid system is improving with this. Okay? The difference with Om Jumsa. Om Jumsa is giving that nectar. This is for the whole fluid system. Your whole system. Your heart, your entire movement, your emotions, your everything. The whole water system. This mantra is very powerful mantra. Whereas Om Jum Sa is specifically for that drop of nectar to get out of a disease. You got a new disease. And so you want to get out of it. Start Om Jum Sa immediately. So that more nectar comes and you get out of it. Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
One is for the drop of nectar, one is for the whole water system. Vam is the water, Vija. Yeah. What were questions? I saw a couple of hands up.
Yeah, I wanted to know if this would be appropriate to talk a little bit more about Rishi-Atri at this point.
No, we have a lot more to do.
Okay.
Well, you were asking what is the mantra, so we still don't know the mantra for Rishi-Atri.
Yeah, what do you do with it? You got two of See, you have the system. You have 2 mantras. One is for the nectar, and one is for dropping, and one is for your full fluid system, right?
So we aren't
But we
doing
need one.
You do at least one. Do at least one and show it to me.
But we need to know, actually, we need to bring it in.
You need to bring Attri Brahmane into your life. Attri Brahmane.
Actually, what?
Om Attri Brahmane Namah. He's a Brahmarshi. He's a Brahmarshi. He's at that level. He has the power of creation. Brahmane.
He wrote it down.
Yeah, Brahmane.
He wrote it down.
It's not name, it is a name. You have to learn. No, this is an American problem. This is the American problem. You have to learn to say Rana. No, it is not Na. It is Rana.
Like nasal.
Like nasal. Like nasal what? No, it is Rana.
It's a very heavy.
Accented heavy.
It's like RNA to us, isn't it?
Aryan is still Na. Rana. Namo. Brahman. Brahmana. It's not Brahmana. See, I will say both of them and you will hear the difference carefully. Hear it and you can say it. Brahmana and Brahmana. Brahmana, Brahmana. What I am saying is Brahmana, you are saying Brahmana. Can you hear the difference? If you can't hear it, then you can say it. Okay. Om Atri Brahmane Namah.
Om Atri Brahmane Namah.
Let us do the next slide. Use.